Hey YouTubers, Raven here. Today I'll be talking about Doctor Who Season 1, Episode 2. But before I get started, I would just like to mention that, yes, I threw around the name David Tennant on the previous episode for Season 1, Episode 1, which was titled Rose, by the way. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. But David Tennant was not the Doctor during Season 1. He was the Doctor for Season 2 and a few more seasons after that. The Doctor for Season 1 is Christopher Eccleston. Yeah. Just wanted to get that cleared up and out of the way. Also, I have my notes over here again, so bear with me as I look to my right. Yeah. I think that was all I wanted to clear up. Yeah. I just finished filming that one, so I'm pretty sure that's all I wanted to clear up. Yeah. Okay. So, moving on. Episode 2, it's titled The End of the World. This is Rose's first full-on exploration, her first full TARDIS experience, TARDIS being the name of the phone box. Because I really needed to know the name of the police call box. It says police call box on there, and that's all I needed to know. But we found out... Right, this is also what I wanted to mention about Episode 1. We found out the name of the police call box was called the TARDIS. And that's an acronym, or whatever. It stands for Time in Relative Dimensions in Space. I believe I got that right. If I didn't, then correct me down in the whatever bar thing, comment thing. I had it in my other notes. I usually remember the name of it. I'm just having a brain fart here. Anyways, on to Episode 2. That was a pretty epic travel that they went on. Her first long travel, and she decided to go to the future of Earth. Really, if I got on the TARDIS with the Doctor, I would want to go to another planet. I mean, he's obviously alien. She asked him in the first episode, "Are you an alien?" And he said yes. Therefore, giving away the answer that we all want answered, is there life on other planets? Is there more life in the universe? In this universe of Doctor Who, there is. And she did not want to explore that. She wanted to see the future of Earth. 100 years in the future. Because so much will change. Right. Smaller cell phones? Maybe you'll have the cell phone from the future, like in the new Total Recall remake, the one where you tap your hand and answer it, or whatever, or glass and face pops up, or whatever. Yeah, surprised her cell phone doesn't work in 5 billion years, because that's where they go to. Because 100 years obviously isn't that exciting. And so they go 5 billion years into the future and see the end of the world, which is the title of the episode, The End of the World. As in when the Earth goes kaboom. Not that it truly really explodes, but that the sun expands and it disintegrates the Earth, which does make it kind of implode on itself a little bit. So there is a big boom but no one is watching, even though that's what everyone gathered to watch. No, they were too busy saving themselves because of crap that goes on in the episode, which I will get into in a moment. Okay. This episode, it does drastically conflict with an episode in season 3. And the episode is 12. It's titled Utopia. If the Earth is gone in 5 billion years from the year 2005, how is it still there? Okay, in the year 2000, in this episode, they go to 5 billion years in the future, and the Earth is uninhabited by humans because we've all gone into the universe and apparently sowed our seeds. Intermingled. So the Earth is empty of humans. But then in episode 12 of season 3, the Earth is still there at the end of the universe, which isn't 5 billion years from 2005. It's more than that. So, and there's still humans on Earth. So I'm confused. I do not know which episode is true in the logistics of this universe. And since I am not a fan of Christopher Eccleston, I will go with the David Tennant version of Earth in the far distant future of the end of the universe, in which humans are still surviving on Earth, and Earth is still there. Yeah, although this episode of season 1 is much more realistic. Okay. So yeah, I got slightly off topic there. I am sorry. It's just much more easier for me to talk about the David Tennant era of Doctor Who than it is the Christopher Eccleston. But back to the Christopher Eccleston era. Season 1, episode 2. And, so aliens have gathered to watch Earth explode. And we get to meet a bunch of aliens, and we get to meet the Face of Bo, which will become important, kind of. He's just a reoccurring alien creature thing. It's just a big face. Dried out face with dreadlocks for hair. And I'm left wondering where the body is. Does it have a heart? What race is it? Where does it come from? Because all the other aliens were introduced according to their planet of origin and their tribes or whatever. But the Face of Bo was just the Face of Bo. Of course, I know where the Face of Bo came from. I know the history of the Face of Bo because I know the future. Not really, but if I did, that'd be so cool. I would love to know the future, but it would scare me as well. Anyways, so we find out later in the series, is what I'm saying, who or what or where the Face of Bo is and came from and everything like that. But we also meet the last human, named Lady Cassandra something or other. Didn't really pay attention to her full name. Lady Cassandra, that's all I need to know. She is supposedly the last human. She was born on Earth, so were her parents. She was the only one to not intermingle. She's just a flat flab of skin that needs to be moisturized every few moments. Her tagline is, moisturize me, moisturize me. It's really strange. Rose does call her Michael Jackson because she's a stretched out piece of skin. And white. I do know that Michael Jackson was not born white. I am not stupid. And what happened to him is sad. And, yeah. Sad day. But then she goes on and calls her a trampoline. You're just skin, Cassandra. A trampoline. And she is just skin with lipstick and eyes. Little mouth. Really small mouth. But she is very vocal. So she's a big mouth. Well, I'm left wondering where the brain is. Apparently. I mean, she is the mastermind behind everything that goes wrong in this episode. And yet, she doesn't have a brain. She's literally one thin piece of skin. Thin piece of skin. No room for a head. She doesn't have a body either. She looks like a little mini trampoline with veins of blood going and stuff. Yeah. Rose gets trapped in a room then she almost becomes vaporized because the shields go down in this orbiting satellite that's there so they can watch the Earth die. She's trapped in a room and the shield go down and she's almost vaporized by the sun. Pretty gruesome. The Earth explodes during that point and no one is watching it, even though that's what they all gathered there to do. And at some point during this whole fiasco, the Doctor is trying to save everyone. And he's doing it with this tree person. I forgot her name. I forgot to write it down. But, tree person scanned the Doctor earlier and found out that he was a Time Lord. She says she's sorry for what happened. And we get the idea that somehow something drastic happened to his race. Or to him. And we are not told much else, but the way she says it, she's like, I'm sorry for your loss. And you're left wondering what the crap happened. And then you have the whole thing where the Doctor does end up saving people, but Rose finally confronts the Doctor saying, I have no idea who you are, where you came from. Tell me. She did that a little bit earlier, before the whole almost dying thing. But she does confront the Doctor saying, I jumped in a box with you, and we came to the future, and I have no idea who you are, what your name is, where you come from, or anything. I don't know you. And so at the end of the episode, the Doctor tells her that he is from the race called the Time Lords, and they were in this epic battle called the Time War. He won't tell her who they fought against, or what happened, just that his planet was destroyed, and he is the last surviving member of the Time Lords. And all he does is travel around the universe, saving people, 'cause that's fun. But, yeah, that was this episode. So, the episode, Season 1, Episode 2, The End of the World. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed the video. Comment, subscribe, thumbs up if you want. It's been fun talking to you. Raven out.